Okay, so if you listen to this podcast or if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know how important it is to be talking to people. You know how I feel about connection, and you know that I truly believe that making sure you talk about things and have connection with somebody and somebody to be able to talk things through with is one of the most important things that you can do for your mental health, especially right now. For so many people, it feels like there's something new to grapple with or deal with or think about every single day. And I truly believe that taking care of your mental health is a necessity, but it shouldn't break the bank. So Talkspace is an online therapy. It lets you connect with a licensed therapist for a fraction of the price of in-person therapy. Match with your perfect therapist from the comfort of your device and reach out 24/7, especially during those times when you're feeling like you're all alone. This is going to remind you that you're not. So it's affordable. It's a fraction of the cost of in-person therapy. And let me tell you, I know so many of my friends who have had therapists, who are getting therapists, or who are doing Talkspace. And now Talkspace covers 40 million people for online therapy through their insurance or employer. You guys, we all need someone to talk to. And Talkspace wants to give us the support we deserve at a price we can afford. Match with your perfect therapist at Talkspace.com or by downloading the Talkspace app. And don't forget to use promo code Lori. That's Lori, all caps, Lori, at checkout for $100 off your first month. That's $100 off your first month at Talkspace.com. Promo code Lori. I'm the one who creates the feeling of certainty by knowing that I am the one who controls my feelings and who controls my choices and can find peace amongst the chaos. Welcome to the Earn Your Happy podcast. I'm Lori Harder, founder of The Bliss Project, 3-time fitness world champion, fitness expert, and cover model turned self-love junkie, lifestyle entrepreneur, and author. Each week, I'll bring you a guest or a thought that will help you bust through your fears, connect to your soul, and get focused and clear so you can elevate your life, business, and relationships. We don't wait until we're ready for someone to tell us we're good enough. We take what we want and we anoint ourselves. Get ready to earn, own, and unapologetically rock your happiness every single day. Are you with me? Here we go. Welcome back to the Earn Your Happy podcast. And it's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. And speaking of fitting in inspiration, I have been in an RV now for, I think, the past 20 days. I've lost count. It's like being on a deserted island and just kind of stopping counting or keeping track of days. So while I love it, and while I know it's like some people's dream and luxury, it's also a really big challenge for me because I am that person that like can eat the same thing every single day. I can take the same walk. I could do like the same workouts every single week. And I also am aware that that's not really that great for you either, right? So while our rituals and our habits can really keep us on track and can keep us happy and grounded, you can also wake up one day and realize that they're keeping you in prison. And when you feel like you can't survive or feel happy without those rituals, those exact routine rituals, that exact thing that you're doing, listening to, eating, it keeps you in a life that is pretty vanilla. So with that said, if you are feeling blah, if you're feeling like you are not getting ideas, if you're feeling like you're not creative, it may be because you need to switch up the energy. Because as much as I'm like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. This feels so uncertain. I don't know where I'm sleeping tonight besides in this RV. Where are we staying? What state are we stopping in? Will I have reception for these super important calls and Zooms that I'm doing right now? Because if you don't know, I just opened my fund for Light Pink and I'm literally raising my $2 million on the the road, which is kind of unheard of. Most people really want to be in a great situation, really solid, making sure that their Wi-Fi signal and their phone signal is really good. So I'm feeling a little bit like, oh my God. Imagine launching your business, like a business you've never done, while on quote unquote vacation. This is not vacation, but I am enjoying life while we travel. So I guess it is like, that's a story, right? Like, why can't every day be mixed with work and be mixed with getting done what you want? So this brings me to my entire topic. And that is that the level of uncertainty that you can get comfortable with is going to be indicative to the success that you have in your life. And this is a topic that I've been talking about a lot with people. Actually just talked about it on a podcast. Just had Ashley Stahl on the podcast, which she has a book coming out in January. And we were talking about this because this is the warrior training, right? If you can be or if you can get comfortable with uncertainty in your life, especially right now in the current climate of the world, which uncertainty might be our new normal. Well, it's always been the normal. So technically, even when we felt that things were certain, they were not, right? Even when we feel things are certain, they're not. We may have a job we think is certain. We may have a relationship we think is certain. We may think that the way that we wake up and the weather and all of these things are certain, and they're actually not at all. So that's not meant to scare you, but it is meant to make you say, how can I make sure that I know that I am the one who creates these emotions within myself and these feelings, and I'm the one who creates the feeling of certainty by knowing that I am the one who controls my feelings and who controls my choices and can find peace amongst the chaos. I always talk about how your comeback rate is so important. It's not about failing, but it's about how quickly you can come back from the failures and take those lessons. And let me tell you, if you're in charge of hiring for your company, it should be in every single job description. So whether you're ready to make an important hire or you need some rehiring tips, Indeed is here to help. Indeed.com is the #1 job site in the world because Indeed gets you the best people fast. And let me tell you, with all of the entrepreneurs that we work with, we know that you need to hire fast when you're growing fast or if you want to grow fast. So unlike other sites, Indeed gives you full control and payment flexibility over your hiring. You only pay for what you need. You can pause your account at any time, and there are no long-term contracts. Plus, Indeed provides powerful tools to make your search that much easier, like sponsored jobs, which are shown to be 3.5 times more likely to result in a hire, with 73% of online job seekers visiting Indeed each month. Indeed is going to get you the important hire that you need, just like they have for over 3 million businesses. Right now, Indeed is offering our listeners of Earn Your Happy a free $75 credit to boost your job posts, which means more quality candidates will see it faster. Try Indeed out with a free $75 credit at Indeed.com/happy. This is their best offer available anywhere. So go right now to Indeed.com/happy. Terms and conditions apply. Offer valid through September 30th. So for me, something that I've just been practicing over and over for pretty much my entire life since I found personal development is massive surrender. And a lot of you are like, I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how that looks. I've had people message me like, yeah, Lori, I totally read your book or listened to your podcast, but I don't know how. Well, it's not that you just are going to wake up and understand how. Being comfortable with uncertainty is a practice. Surrendering is a constant practice. I'm not there. I'm never there. I wake up another day and I say, oh my God, how did I do all of these things yesterday? And today I'm in the same place of feeling uncertain, anxious, overwhelmed by my schedule. And then I realize again, I have to go and do my practices, and I have to choose surrender, and I have to choose thoughts that are empowering. So every single day when I start to feel overwhelmed, or, oh my God, I can't be in this RV another minute. I need to just have my things around me. I want to be at my desk. I want to feel certain that I have these phone calls are going to go well. I want to know that this, person's going to say yes, and I have no idea. I want people to answer my emails. And I'm like, stop it. Lori, let go, say a prayer, control what you can control, and give the rest to God. So, I'm about to go on a walk in a little bit. And on the walk, I typically say things like, God, I'm overwhelmed. I'm giving this to you today. I'm going to show up for the work that I need to do to keep moving this vision forward. And I'm going to offer the rest up to you. If you gave me this vision, I know that I'm just going to be the steward and take action and make sure that it comes to life. But I am not going to be able to carry the pressure. So I'm going to offer up the pressure and know that you are taking care of everything. And that's it. Amen. Thank you. And I probably say that prayer 50 times a day, maybe more. And, before every single call or email, or when I have those moments, I take a deep breath. I say, God, please help me. I want to surrender. I don't want to feel this way. Please take this from me. I'll keep showing up for the things that I need to do, but I'm going to need you to take the wheel on this one, take the pressure off, take the anxiety. And I just breathe and I say, how do I want to feel? What do I want to focus on? So then I switch gears and I say, what would it feel like if this person said yes to this thing that I'm wanting to do? What would it feel like if this was happening? What would it feel like if this dream that I have came true? And I really get into that feeling, because that's the magnet. That's the money. That is the attraction. That is when you turn yourself on so much that people can't stop but pay attention to you, right? They have to pay attention to you, because the energy you're emitting is the match for what you want. So a lot of times throughout the day, I'll say to myself, am I the match for what I desire right now? Is my energy the match for what I desire right now? And if it's not, I take a minute and I try to calibrate, even for that 1 minute or 5 minutes, into the energy that would attract the thing that I want to be the vibrational match for the thing that I desire. Now, if you're like, what the hell does that even mean? The vibrational match just means if you had the thing, if you were living that life that you envision or that you think that other person has, are you in the feeling? Are you experiencing the emotion? Are you feeling the confidence that thing or that idea or that life or that, being the match for the life that you want? Are you feeling the way you would feel if you had that, if you were living that life? And if not, you've got to get into it, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day, even if it's just the morning. These are the most important things that you can do for yourself. Offer it up and be the match. So you guys, I hope that this helps. I hope that this helps you understand what my days look like. I absolutely do not have my shit under control, but I certainly do understand what I need to do, and I surrender and I offer it up, and I remember that the feelings that I'm feeling are just visiting me, and at any given time I can go and choose to decide that I can do anything under any circumstance, right? I don't always get it done the way that I want. I don't always feel the way that I want to feel, but I can go and choose, and I can decide that I can take control of my life again and just control the moment. Oftentimes we're so overwhelmed and we feel like we can't do things because we're looking into the future. So I say, what could I do right now? And what's the most important thing that I can do? The needle moving things, and just get those done. Let the other fires burn. Let everything else fall to the wayside, but get the needle moving things done that you can do every single day, and offer the rest up, because the most successful people let fires burn, right? We can't take care of it all. I can't answer every single DM. I can't get back to all my emails. Like, that's stuff that I have to let it be okay if someone thinks I'm terrible in my emails, right? Okay, that's fine. As long as I'm paying close attention to the things that move the needle forward and to the things that need to get done now. So you guys, until next time, earn your happy. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me on the Earn Your Happy podcast. I am so glad that you stopped by. If you could take 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would love it, that would be absolutely amazing, and we would be forever grateful. Also, please leave us a review if you feel so moved by going to iTunes and leaving us an honest thought, an honest comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear more of. It would really help us out on our journey to helping thousands and thousands of people. Until then, don't forget to earn your happy. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.
Hey, I know if you're listening to this podcast that you have big dreams and big goals. And one of the things that can really stop you is struggling with your marketing. Trust me, I have been there. Are you using 10 different systems just to build your online business? Then I want you to try Kajabi. Kajabi helps you build your web pages, set up funnels, and sell your courses, content, coaching, or communities. You've been hearing me talk a lot about funnels on this podcast and the importance of your email list. You can get a free trial at kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com. I've talked about Kajabi before, but here's something that's super cool and new. They just rolled out an AI assistant for creating your online course curriculum. And this means you just type in a topic that you want to create on a course or webinar, and bam, it just generates a sample outline for you. It takes a ton of the hard work away. Of course, you're going to customize it to be your own, but this really helps you get over the struggle of how in the world to start, which is where most people stop. If you're like me, starting is always the hardest part, and that's what makes Kajabi so popular. They've made it easier for creators to build web pages, build courses, build coaching programs, build membership sites, build checkout pages, and build email funnels. So if you're struggling with any of those, you got to go check it out. Go to Kajabi.com. Kajabi was really the first all-in-one system and is trusted by over 100,000 creators. I think that's good enough for me. Also has influencers and marketers who use this. And now their smart AI platform makes it easy to take what you know and turn it into an online course and business. Go start building with a free trial at Kajabi.com. That's Kajabi.com.
Hey all, I'm so excited to share with you, Earn Your Happy is now part of Growth Day Podcast Network. A bunch of us are coming together to bring more growth to the world and support shows and brands that we truly believe in. And one of my friends is also on the network, and I'd love for you to go subscribe to his show. You guys, Trent Shelton has the most incredible podcast. It's called Straight Up with Trent Shelton, and it's going to remind you that you are built for this. I have heard Trent speak in person multiple times. I've listened to his podcast a ton. He's coming on the show, and I literally cannot wait because this man just spits straight fire. It is like truth that goes to your core and makes you take action right away. If you want one of those podcasts that when you're just out on a walk, you can't help but want to start running and run through a wall in your life, this is the show to go listen to. So you guys, make sure that you go subscribe to the show, Straight Up with Trent Shelton. You're going to love it.
Hey, do you know what the big secret is this year? And it shouldn't be a secret because this should be your biggest focus. It is building your community. I am always working on building and nurturing my community, and everyone is talking about the power of community. Without an online community, you just cannot grow organically or create a real movement, which is what I know that we're all after. And you can build trust or monetize your audience. When you get community right, not only does your audience grow faster, but so do your sales. But where's everybody going to be managing their communities these days? And a lot of online entrepreneurs and thought leaders are turning to Circle.so. Circle is an all-in-one community platform. It lets you host content and create discussions, live streams, group chats, and memberships all under your own brand. And what's so cool about Circle.so is that you don't even need a website or Facebook group. Instead, Circle lets you build your own community site where you can host content and manage your members. You can even create locked and unlocked content spaces, groups, and classes. How freaking cool is that? You can put your content behind a paywall too, and you can charge different amounts of money for different spaces on your community site. Circle.so is famously easy to use, and it has a free 14-day trial for you, so you can go check it out, see if you like it, see if you love all the options. Just go to circle.so. Go check it out right now, you guys. Imagine being able to manage your community, start group chats and live classes, and accept payments all in one place. Kind of mind-blowing, since this is usually spread all over the place. You have to log into so many different things. If this is the year to capture, organize, and monetize your community, head over to circle.so. You can get a free trial and start building your online community right now. Just go to circle.so. You guys, you get the 14-day free trial. So just go and see if it's for you. It's going to streamline everything and make your life so much easier. It's so freaking cool.